are needed to deal with all of these crimes. ICE was invited to be here today, however they chose not to attend. The hard-working men and women of ICE must worry about the future of their vital agency since they have been victimized by political games for so long. According to FAIR, Federation for American Immigration Reform, the cost to the state of Illinois of illegal immigrants is approximately $3.5 billion per year. The costs are staggering because, as Congressman Peter Roskin recently pointed out, Illinois is widely considered to be a sanctuary state. The city of Chicago, as well as the state of Illinois, has shown little interest in cooperating with ICE, choosing instead to ignore the problems, or worse, to pander to special interest groups and their sympathizers. Just within the past 2 years, Illinois has been sued by the Department of Homeland Security for failure to comply with the highly effective program E-Verify. E-Verify requires employers to check the immigration status of their applicants. Illinois actually passed legislation which prohibits employers from using E-Verify. The state of Illinois has also had recent battles with the Department of Homeland Security over their failure to make state identification tamper-proof to comply with the requirements of the Transportation and Safety Administration, thereby making air travel safer for all of our citizens. I want to share with you one 287G success story. In early 2007, Prince William County, Virginia was granted 287G status. Just prior to their certification, an internal audit showed that 21% of their inmate population was illegal. Their percentage is almost identical to that of the Lake County Jail. The crime statistics for the 12 months following certification for Prince William County were recently published. These are the results. 19.3% drop in crimes against persons, 43.8% drop in homicides, 22.5% drop in robberies, 18.2% drop in aggravated assaults, over 1,000 deportations of illegal aliens. Conversely, Fairfax County, which borders Prince William County and has sanctuary policies, posted an overall crime rate increase of 22% from the previous year. The source is the congressional record from September 11, 2008. It is not a coincidence that our statistics from August 6 audit paralleled that of Prince William County, and it will not be a coincidence when Lake County is also a safer community to work, live, and visit. Lake County is Prince William County in this story, and Chicago is a far worse version of Fairfax County. How many public school kids did we have to bury last year because of Mayor Daley's inability to keep a lid on crime, even with a chief of police that earns more than $320,000 a year? What I have told you today is very upsetting to the future of this country. However, I must caution all of you that our frustration must be directed at our elected officials in Springfield and Washington, and not the illegal immigrant community. Our elected officials are either too cowardly to address these issues, or they have sold your economic security and the safety of your families for their own political gain. Throw the bums out of Springfield and Washington, but treat the illegal immigrants with the love and respect that distinguishes us as a nation. You cannot fight for crime victims and ignore the illegal immigrant problem. You cannot fight the war against drunk drivers and ignore the illegal immigration problem. You cannot fight the drug war and ignore the illegal immigration problem. You cannot pretend to care about all the children that die from gang and gun violence and ignore the illegal immigration problem. Thank you for your time, and now I'd like to turn the podium over to our guest. Roseanne Polito will be addressing you very shortly. And I can just tell you, she's invited a couple other people. State Representative Randy Ramey, and Roseanne has been a true asset to our office as well. And Mike Waller, I think. Mike Waller, our State's Attorney.
Thank you. I'm Mike Waller, Lake County State's Attorney. First, let me commend the Sheriff for the courageous step that he's taken here. Most jurisdictions ignore this problem, as the sheriff has elaborated. The statistics that have resulted as a result of the audit and the interaction with ICE are very disturbing in Lake County. To believe and to find out that 21.5% of our jail population are illegals is astounding, and it's almost mind-boggling. When you think about the cost to our citizens as they are victimized, and you can see the list of serious offenses, not the least of which is driving under the influence. You imagine the harm that's been inflicted on our citizens by illegals driving while intoxicated, and the most serious offenses, and half of the murders committed by illegals. What the sheriff has pointed out is the not so hidden and the hidden cost of illegal immigration. What we have been doing in the State's Attorney's Office is working with the sheriff and the officials in the jail to identify offenders who can be quickly removed from this country. Obviously, the offenders charged with the most serious offenses are going to be prosecuted, and if convicted, serve long prison sentence. But we've been working together to, in those cases where it's appropriate, to remove illegals as soon as we can from the country. By doing that and by taking other steps, we're going to save the taxpayers a substantial amount of money. We're not going to get anywhere in this country by ignoring this problem, and not just in Lake County, but in every county in this state and this country. The elected officials need to take a look at this problem and deal with it. We're not going to solve this problem by ignoring it. A lot of times in this business, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Well, by not doing it, or by don't, we haven't gotten anywhere. What we need to do in Lake County, and what we're doing in Lake County, needs to be done throughout this country, and we need to deal with this problem in the manner that the sheriff is dealing with it. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say that it's a real honor to be invited here by Sheriff Curran and just take part of this historic day in Illinois, when finally one of our elected officials will take the problem of illegal immigration head on and do what's right for the citizens of this state and this country. I am Rosanna Polito, an active member of You Don't Speak for Me. We are American Hispanics speaking out on illegal immigration because, contrary to popular belief, a sizable number of Latinos strongly object to illegal immigration. But our voices have been largely muffled by journalists and mass media that absolutely refuse to report the story of law-abiding American Hispanics. I am baffled because my government, who I trust to enforce the law, no matter what the ethnicity or national origin of a person is, has been looking the other way while America is being destroyed. What you and I must abide by, illegal aliens need not. The negative implications span our entire society. Congressman Steve King of Iowa announced that since 9/11, over 40,000 Americans have died at the hands of illegal aliens. Shauna Gaydon, a 13-year-old African-American rising star, was gunned down in Chicago by an illegal alien who had been arrested 27 times before he took her life. Had the 287G program been in effect, Shauna Gaydon, along with tens of thousands of American citizens,